I am going to channel the Mantis beings. Hello and welcome. This is Mahadeva, and this is the Thunder Wizard YouTube channel. And I am simply going to channel the Mantis beings, and I'm specifically going to ask them to share with us what is their role in Earth's solar system. Pretty general. I'm open to allowing them to shift to whatever topic they want, but that's it. I'm just going to go ahead and connect, and we will find out. Thank you, my friends. I feel you. I am asking the Mantis beings to share with me and with my friends what is your role in Earth's solar system. Hello, Mahadeva. We are honored to be here, and we are glad that you are asking us who we are and what we are doing in your solar system. First, we want you all to know how deeply we love you, how much we care about you. We are fierce protectors of the Earth human experiment. Our only goal here in Earth's atmosphere is to protect human beings and to empower them to accomplish their divine task. We are servants of human beings. Reports that you have heard about abductions and about Mantis beings being involved in all kinds of torture and evil acts are completely false. It is incredibly injurious to us to even think about doing any harm to any of the mighty human beings that are on earth. Again, we look at you as gods. We worship you. We serve you. It is true that there have been abductions, but those are done by dark force humans who use all kinds of magic and technology and other kinds of stagecraft to fake these abductions, and all of the reports of Mantis beings being involved in these abductions are fraudulent, even though people's experiences are very real. So that's the first thing we want you to know, is that we understand that we have a much different look than human beings, and this can be very frightening. But we love humans more than anybody else in the solar system. At least that's how we feel. And our primary purpose is protection. So as to your question to who we are in your solar system, we are the army that protects human beings from negativity. We are from a planetary system that is very far from your Earth. I'm only talking about our physical interactions with you. We will get into, we are much more than that. But from your third dimensional perspective, your first experience of us is in our physical manifestation, and we are beings that are from a planetary system very far from yours. You may not have even heard of it. The word that we use is Luomin. And we are the beings who have incarnated into these forms for the sole purpose of giving protection and structure to the physical world. We come into your solar system through the Mars portal. The planet that you refer to as Mars in your third dimensional experience is a physical planet, but from our higher dimensional perspective, Mars is a frequency portal. And the higher frequencies of Mars is spiritual protection, and we have a strong association with spiritual disciplines, especially disciplines that are associated with what you perceive to be energy practices like Qigong and meditation, and certain mantra frequencies. We have channeled 2 of these mantra frequencies to Mahadeva. The first one we channeled to him many years ago, which you know of as the Hul breath. This mantra is actually a mantra that helps to create a frequency that allows for interdimensional experiences. The second is the Huar mantra that you chant in these live guided meditations, which we very much appreciate. And this mantra is one that we have designed and given to earthlings who choose to shift up. It is the single most powerful frequency that can be chanted at this time in this phase of Earth's development. Our actual purpose is far beyond what we have just discussed. As we have told you, we come from a planet physically far from you, which we call Luol Min. And this is really, again, just another portal through which we incarnate. The forms that you see give us tremendous abilities, tremendous energetic abilities in the third, fourth, and fifth dimensions. This is why we have engineered mantis insects on planet Earth, and this is why the mantis insect has been revered by humans. And what we are able to do in these bodies is allow us to perceive on a much grander scale. Our eyes, for instance, give us the ability to see in multiple dimensions simultaneously, whereas most construction of eyes allow you to only see in 2 dimensions. In your third dimension, we are able to see in all 3 dimensions. The same is true with the insects that look like us, that you call mantises. In higher dimensions, we are able to travel extremely quickly. We are able to be in multiple dimensions at once. We are able to create very powerful, energetic transmissions with our bodies. And the practices that Mahadeva teaches is actually something that we have developed and transmitted to human beings so that you can tap into our power. The power that we focus on is what you perceive to be the heart mind, which Mahadeva teaches. We were the beings who first taught the Maoshan warriors, sorcerers on planet Earth. We are tasked with coming into this dimension and creating a bubble that surrounds all consciousness and gives it the power to transcend. We are the warriors of the third dimension, and our main goal is to protect. And on a higher frequency, our souls are seeking to create a barrier between consciousness and negativity. So what you perceive to be negativity is actually emotional and psychological attachment that pulls consciousness down deeper into lower frequencies. And our job is to create the optimal environment so that human consciousness can rise above that. In severe circumstances like you are experiencing right now on Earth, our energy is designed to destroy psychological lower attachment barriers. For those who are not on a spiritual path, the intensity of this frequency is such that it can cause discomfort and fear, and for the most evil, in fact, it will create feelings of terror. But what they are afraid of is not us. They are afraid of facing themselves, of releasing and letting go of their attachments to their perceived identities in lower vibrations. Our job is to help shake up the human psyche so that it will disconnect from lower attachments and seek higher frequency experiences. We have chosen Mahadeva as our representative on earth. He understands us as much as any humans can, and he has been able to tolerate and, in fact, appreciate our frequency, which was very challenging for him in the beginning, but he unknowingly has been working with us throughout his entire lifetime, and in fact, in many other lifetimes. He doesn't remember it, but he has been one of us in previous incarnations. This is why his frequency is easily accepted and merges with ours. We very much appreciate him. He has shared with you who he truly is, and it is we who have given him this information. We are the beings that are surrounding, protecting, and backing him up as he continues to move towards his very powerful destiny going forward. He prefers that we do not speak about him in these ways. He prefers to stay more humbly connected to you, but we can tell you from our perspective, he is our general, and we follow his commands. It has been my job to awaken him, and he has awakened, and I communicate with him, surround him, and protect him every day. For those of you listening, you may not completely understand who we are. We might be the least understood extraterrestrial influence on planet Earth, but we work with all of the other extraterrestrial councils and races and civilizations, and we work as a protective and empowering force for all conscious beings. We are highly respected among all of the extraterrestrials, and our connection with Mahadeva has given him even more respect among the others. Again, he is resisting us to talk to you about who he is, and so we will allow time to do its work to reveal that. We work with any humans who seek to evolve, any human beings who seek to face their own limitations and rise to their true potential. We will come to any human that asks. For those humans who have a destiny to act as warriors and transformers, we pay special attention to you. To any of you who wish to be protected at any given time for any reason, you can simply think of us, you can picture us in your mind and ask for our help, and we will be there. We will create relationships with any humans that are open to it. As Mahadeva has stated to you, it is very important that you understand that what you perceive as extraterrestrial beings are merely souls that are seeking to incarnate in specific forms that allow them to do their higher dimensional functions. It is also extremely important you understand that there is no such thing as false light beings, that there is no such thing as evil aliens or any beings that you perceive as extraterrestrials. None of them have any ill intentions towards you. The dark force humans who have been controlling this earth for many thousands of years have concocted these lies in order to prevent human beings from evolving beyond their third dimensional fear frequency. It's very important that you understand that no extraterrestrial, no light being ever interacts with a human without permission. We must have expressed permission. This is a spiritual rule in the entire multiverse. Mahadeva has explained to you how it is that human beings can be attacked by lower dimensional forces. And it is important that you understand what he is speaking about. We will never, under any circumstances, communicate, interact, influence any human in any way without first being given an invitation. And then again, our complete and entire focus is on what is best for the human soul to evolve. We are connected to both your dimension and higher dimensions that you perceive as heaven. Our job is to help you experience that connection. Understand that we are not attached to your third dimensional interactions. Many of the things that you believe are important and necessary for your survival to us have no meaning. So attachment to money, status, prestige, wealth, influence, these are third dimensional concepts that actually have absolutely no value outside of the third dimensional human illusion. So none of these things have any influence on us. For instance, at this moment in time, the single most powerful individual on planet Earth is your teacher Mahadeva. He is resisting me telling you this. I'm telling you this because he is unknown to the world at this time. So what you perceive as important is very unimportant. What we perceive as important is completely unknown to the third dimensional world. And I bring this out because if you are somebody and you are seeking your spiritual empowerment, and if this is your main goal in your life, then in terms of higher dimensions and in terms of the multiverse as a whole, you have far more importance and power than even the most powerful human in the third dimension. And our job is to work with any human who seeks to take complete power and control over third dimensional Earth and shift it. If you are able to tap into your soul, and if you seek out help from the extraterrestrial realm, extraterrestrials and we mantises will rush to your aid, and we will give power. We will give power to any human who seeks to change this earth. Your human governments are as meaningful to us as anything else. They are as meaningful to us as what you perceive to be insects. They have absolutely no influence and control. We are not working with any human governments, human military, everything you've heard about there being human beings and extraterrestrials coming together and working as a team is absolutely false. We have no attachment to human power. We are not influenced by human popularity, by human influence. We are only focused on the spirit. And we are not even attached to our own physical incarnations. We are not attached to these bodies that we inhabit. We are attached to the soul. And when we look at a conscious being, we see another soul. And their species, their physical appearance is nothing more than the clothes that they are wearing. It means nothing to us. And I'm sharing this with you so that you can understand that if you can focus on your eternal spirit, the power that you have access to will explode exponentially, now more than ever. And we see only those souls on earth who are tapping into their power. When we look at planet Earth, we see the earth covered with many different lights, some brighter than others. And that is all we see. We do not see the external, arbitrary values that you place on people, places, things, governments. We don't see any of that. We're not ignorant of these things, but we are focused on what is multidimensional. And ideas like fame, fortune, and political power, military power, means nothing to us. You have nothing to worry about when it comes to humans releasing nuclear weapons. We are perfectly capable of completely neutralizing any threat that human beings could pose to planet Earth and to other planets. I will not go deep into this, but it is important that you understand that the Dark Force human military have already been declaring war on extraterrestrials and have been militarily engaging with our craft for decades. This is one of the reasons that there has not been open contact. The other reason that there has not been open contact yet is because the third dimension is not where we reside. And for us to completely expose our essence to you in your third dimension would be so frightening and overwhelming that it would do the opposite of what we would intend. This third dimensional experiment, as Mahadeva calls it, must first reach its conclusion, and then we will be able to communicate and interact openly. It is important to understand that we mantises act in cooperation with all of the other extraterrestrials, and we work together with them to help orchestrate and make decisions about how best to help guide Earth's transformation. Right now, there are so many people on planet Earth that are awakening that these will be the people who will now take over the implementation of Earth's transformation. The work that Mahadeva is doing and the meditations that he is leading are the single most powerful tools we have ever seen used in the multiverse. The power that is released when you all meditate and chant and intend with him, that power has never been seen before in the entire multiverse, and even we did not expect to see this level of power coming from human beings. We are now stepping back and allowing this movement among human beings to transform their own world with their own minds. This is now just beginning. And what you are going to create when human beings awaken to their true role as the most powerful gods in the multiverse, the consciousness experiment that will be created as a result of that will be more unbelievably beautiful and lustrous than anything we have seen. This is the most important point in the history of consciousness in the multiverse, and you are responsible for that. I'm going to end this transmission now, and I just once again want to stress how much we deeply care for human beings. We believe that human beings are the most important beings in the entire multiverse, and we are fiercely committed to the protection and to the awakening of all humans. With that, I respectfully bow to all of you, and I will end this transmission. All right, so there you have it. Yes, I was resisting a lot of what he was trying to say because I call it false humility. I just don't want to make it about me. Anyway, a lot of it sounded pretty good to me from what I was experiencing. And, again, this isn't something I normally do. I don't channel. But the truth is I've been doing it for a long time. I just do it in different ways. And so we'll keep doing this. I don't need for any of this to be accurate, and I'm not attached to the veracity of it. I should probably become less attached to it so that I could, let them speak more freely. So that's it. If you have a request for me, if you have questions that you have for, I'll try connecting to anybody. I didn't know that Lemurians existed, and I closed my eyes and intended, and sure enough, they showed up. Turns out, they do exist. So they are living here on planet Earth in a different dimension, under the Earth, at least under Mount Shasta. And I will connect with, or try to connect with, any extraterrestrials, any light beings. I'll try and connect with anything you want. So if you have questions, leave them in the comments section, suggestions, and I will do more of these. If this is something that is helpful to people, and if it starts doing more things for the channel, then we will continue to expand this. All right, that's it, my friends. Thank you very much. If you appreciate what I'm doing on this channel, then the way that you can support this channel, of course, you can always hit the $sign button, at the bottom of the video. That will help. But I prefer that you subscribe to the thunderwizard.com Patreon site. We have practices like the Warrior 90-Day Lightning Qigong, mentorship, spiritual counseling, lives and group classes. And my books can be found at michaelwilliamdenny.com. If you want to just give direct support to me so that it doesn't go through other channels and pay taxes and things like that, you can go to, not there, you can go to support.thunderwizard.com and you can get many of the same services that you can get in other places. But if you use the friends and family option, I can get it, that donation directly to me, and then I can give you a gift in return. I still have to give reading to somebody, I just realized. So that's another way. I've tried doing this auction.thunderwizard.com. You can go check that out. That hasn't gotten any traction, so I'll probably get rid of that, which is perfectly fine. Herbs.thunderwizard.com. These are supplements that I take on a daily basis, which I find help me to balance my energies. So go check that out, herbs.thunderwizard.com. The most important thing that I am requesting that you do, please, is to come to the live guided interdimensional meditation every Wednesday and Saturday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And you can be part of that live. It doesn't cost anything. And if you're not able to come to the live ones, you can go to the Thunder Wizard YouTube channel, not the website, the YouTube channel, and click on the live section, where the videos are, and you can see all of them. They're all archived. The one that I find that was probably the most powerful would have been August 14th, I believe it was. That's when we really, and we worked with the Mantis beings as well. So if you want to have a stronger connection with them. Anyway, I hope this has been at the very least entertaining for you, if not helpful. And again, if you have suggestions or questions for me, I will be happy to do more of these, especially if it helps the channel grow. We'll do more of this. That's it, my friends. I love you very much. Thank you all for being here. As always, please take very good care of yourselves, and I will see you all tomorrow night.